So I just finished leading a day-long offsite here at Autodesk with about 10 leaders from a leadership team. And in taking them through this day, which included kind of guidelines and presencing, intentions, team building, strategy, brand conversations, it really struck me how much facilitation is about process, right? So often we'll say, oh, you're just gonna have a discussion and you're gonna collaborate and you're gonna come up with a solution together. And that's just not the way most groups work, right? It just doesn't organically happen that people listen to each other and they come up with ideas and they're like, yes, and everything comes together. So it's, as facilitators, how do we really take people through a very clear and structured and defined process, right? So we were going through this whole brand revision, and first we printed out the slides as we have them. We had people go through a process where they would highlight things in green that they thought were still relevant, we should keep, things in yellow that were like, I'm not sure about this, maybe we should update it, and then in red, the things that definitely need to be changed, edited, or removed altogether. And then they spend some time writing, what are their suggestions for how this might change and how this might be better. Then they came together in small groups, groups of 4, groups of 5. We had those same things on the wall. They each went through and shared their individual thoughts and what they had written down so that we get a sense of like, what is your concept of this and how it could work and should be. And then as a group, they went through this collaborative process for about 30 minutes of taking the best parts of each person's pieces and putting them on the wall. And then we did a process between 2 groups where each group presented to the other group for 5 minutes. And after that 5 minutes, the other group got to share appreciations and acknowledgments. So always awesome to start with what worked well, what you loved about it, what you appreciate. It makes people feel really seen and acknowledged. And then a round of clarifying questions, right? So what are the things we don't understand, we'd like to gather more information about? And we did that with both teams, presenting and then appreciations and clarifications. And then we did a whole round of collaborating, where as a whole group of 9 or 10, then we figured out, okay, what is the final synthesis of that? And that went so smoothly because we'd gone through all these processes and all these touch points to address the challenges, the differing viewpoints, to really come together on something that was cohesive. So just thinking, and that took us a couple of hours to get through. So how do we take something where we might just say, just discuss, just collaborate, just figure it out? Doesn't necessarily happen that way. And as facilitators, it's our role to design clear, strategic, intentional processes that deliver people to their goal. So my facilitation thoughts for the day.